Okay, I'm going to play this video all the way through without no interruptions because I want y'all to hear what Grandma has to say. Then I'm going to come back and give my thoughts on this.
How about you help me find a husband?
It ain't the oldest, it ain't the youngest. It's the treatment. It's not the oldest, Amber. It's not the good-looking one, Amber. It's not the one got money, Amber. It's the one honest.
And not too many of them honest nowadays.
Oh, yes, you can. Yes, you can. There's some good men out there. But what it is now, it's the women. It ain't the men no more. The women going bad. The women's going bad. It ain't the men's now. It's the women done gone bad.
You gonna flip the script on us?
Yeah, it's the women done gone.
You a woman yourself.
I'm a woman myself, but I don't do half the things I see these women do now.
They don't care no more.
That's when the men don't respect them. That's why. Let me tell you something, Amber. You got to give a man respect to get respect. You know what I'm saying? You got to give your husband respect to get respect. Because as long as you respect him, ain't too much he gonna do wrong.
Alrighty, so now that y'all heard that, let's break this down. Because I've said these things plenty of times before. Plenty of times. And it's mighty funny that the old folks are still trying to teach the youngest this is what you do. It's a formula that's worked time and time again. You can't dispute it. You just can't. It works. So, since it works, why not do it? Why shy away from stuff that works? I know we all want to throw our own twists and turns into it, but why not? You get my point. You get my point. Let's go ahead and get into this because Grandma is finna start preaching some knowledge. Oh my God.
How about you help me find a husband?
It ain't the oldest.
First, I'm going to start off with, you see, these women still want a man to provide and take care of them. All right, let me back that up a little bit. Because they know they're not built to actually do everything for themselves. You still want somebody to love you. You still want to love someone. You still want their companionship, all of that. And hey, guess what? Men do too. Why you think men are still trying to find wives? They're just being more smarter and more careful about it these days versus back in the day. Men, why you think you got the passport bros? Come on now. Now, I ain't talking about the ones that are out there doing the crazy nonsense. I'm talking about the ones that's actually trying to find a wife. Trying to find him a good woman. That's the ones I'm talking about. But let's go ahead and get this going.
It ain't the oldest, it ain't the youngest. It's the treatment.
Tell him, Grandma.
It's not the oldest, Amber. It's not the good-looking one, Amber. It's not the one got money, Amber. It's the one honest.
Bingo. I did a video a while back, a woman saying that she'd rather be with a broke man because the rich men will mistreat you. Because he know he has options. Because of his money, he has options. The broke man will treat you better. That's what that woman said. If I can find that video, I'm going to link it in the comments. I'm going to pin it to the top of the comments, excuse me. But she's right. Now, I'm going to flip this to, she says it's the treatment. My uncle told me this when I was like maybe 16, 17, give or take. He said, this is what he told me. He said, never go after the most beautiful woman because she will not treat you right. Go after the average looking woman or slightly above average. That's what he told me because you'll get the most from those women. The most beautiful woman knows she's beautiful and she knows she can get any man, so she will mistreat you because she knows she has options. Kind of like what I just said that woman was saying. My uncle told me that. I didn't listen at first. Of course, we want the most beautiful woman that we can get. I learned my lesson. I'm not saying my current wife is not beautiful, because she is. She's sexy. She's beautiful. And if y'all know me, y'all seen my wife before. But let's be honest. Like I said, I learned my lesson. Don't go after the dime pieces. Go after 7, 8, or 9. You know what I'm saying? Go after those. Nothing's wrong with that. Because the dime piece that I had before didn't want to cook, didn't want to clean. She mistreated me. And like I said, that was my first wife. Cheated on me, had a baby with another man. I'd never get over that. People may forgive, but they don't forget. And I don't forgive her for that. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. Grandma is preaching facts. But let's continue.
And not too many of them others nowadays.
Oh, yes, you can.
And that's the same. See, she's trying to flip it. See, the granddaughter, or whoever this is, the daughter or the granddaughter who's talking, is trying to flip it. It is a bunch of honest men out there. It is. And ladies, it all starts and ends with you. If that man thinks that you're the most wonderful woman, he's going to treat you accordingly. 9 times out of 10. Because, of course, you're always going to have that one-off that's going to, do whatever he wants. Of course. But 9 times out of 10, he's going to treat you accordingly. But let's continue.
Yes, you can. There's some good men out there. But what it is now, it's the women. It ain't the men no more. The women's going bad. The women's going bad. It ain't the men's now. It's the women done gone bad.
And she's right. When you see all these women on social media these days, bad-mouthing men, they want to have their hot girl summers, they want to have their 3 or 4 phases and all that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, like I just said, men are going to treat you accordingly. But what did I say earlier? There are still men out there that wants a wife, that wants the traditional family. It's hard for them to find it, so they're going elsewhere to find it. They leaving the city, they're leaving the state, they're leaving the country. They still want a wife and kids. I know I did. That's all I ever wanted growing up, was a wife and kids. I wanted to be a husband and a father. I wanted that ever since I was like maybe 16 years old. That's what I wanted. I didn't have no 3 or 4 phase as a man. I didn't have that. Believe it or not, me growing up, I only had 4 partners my whole life. 4. My uncle, that's another thing my uncle told me. Dick ain't free. In other words, don't be giving it out. Respect yourself. Of course, young, I didn't listen at first. I started to listen. And things changed for me. When I listened, that's when things changed for me. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, let's continue.
You gonna flip the script on us?
Yeah, of course. Because y'all, like I just said, it starts and ends with women. If I meet a woman and I see that she used to be a adult entertainer, adult film star, she's on social media blasting men, I don't want you. I don't want that in my life. But if I meet a woman and she has none of that, only thing that I can ever find of her is her in a business suit, her working at a corporate office, whatever the case is. That's what I want. See, y'all women don't understand. It starts with you. How you put it like this here. I was always taught this, and I'm pretty sure everybody else was, or at least you heard of it. You get out of life what you give. Plain and simple. That's it. Let's continue.
Yeah, it's the women done gone.
You a woman yourself.
And just because you're a woman don't mean nothing. See, you see how the sisterhood, because you're a woman, you ain't supposed to. No. Call it like it is. Like I'm a man. I don't like none of these men that have babies all over the place and don't take care of them. Whether they take care of them or not, still, don't be having babies all over the place. Don't be mistreating women, because that's making men like me look bad. You see how I'm not trying to be part of that circle? No. I'm all for what's right. I don't give a damn about or you a man, or put it like this. Perfect example. One of my coworkers walked up to me and he was talking, and he kept calling me the N-word. And I said, man, don't call me that. You know what his response was? Why not? You black. Just because I'm black don't mean I want you to call me that. Just because I'm, I guess you could say, automatically a part of a circle, does not mean I want to be part of that circle. If that makes sense how I'm wording it. I'm trying to watch my words for social media. But let's keep going.
I'm a woman myself, but I don't do half the things I see these women do now.
They don't care no more.
Bingo! They don't care no more. Thank you for saying that. I'm going to rewind that back a little bit. Bingo! They don't care no more, so the men don't care no more. I'm going to rewind that back a little bit more.
Women do not.
They don't care no more.
Because that's when the men don't respect them.
Tell them, Grandma, if you don't care, you're not getting respect. Tell them, Grandma. Tell them. I just said what you get out of life, what you give. If you're a decent woman, you're going to find you a decent man. It just how that works. If you're a 304, you're going to find the Pookie and the Ray Rays. You're going to find the ones that don't really give a damn about you. But let's continue.
That's why. Let me tell you something, Amber. You got to give a man respect to get respect.
Ain't that what I just said? You get what you give. If you don't respect me, you think I'm going to respect you? But now y'all women don't want it that way. Y'all want it the way that this is how y'all want it. This is how y'all want it. Excuse me. Y'all want to be able to do and say and go and live however you want, whatever it is you want to do. But you still want that man to be traditional, to take care of you, provide for you, and love on you, and treat you like a queen. Knowing damn well you're not treating him like a king. Knowing damn well that you're not. It don't work that way. That's the reason why y'all didn't like Kevin Samuels, because Kevin Samuels was telling men, you ain't got to put up with that nonsense. That's the reason why y'all didn't like Kevin Samuels. Huh? And now that he's no longer with us, his effects are still lasting because men are now saying, you know what, you're right. I ain't got to put up with that. Because society back in the day was telling men, go get you a wife. I have an uncle that died because of stress on the brain, and it was all because of his wife. My uncle died because of stress on the brain, and it was all because of his wife, how his wife treated him. And you think, me growing up around nothing but women, I've seen what women do, and you think I'm supposed to? Nah, hell no. Let's keep going.
You know what I'm saying? You got to give your husband respect to get respect. Because as long as you respect him, ain't too much he gonna do wrong.
Tell him, Grandma. It ain't too much he gonna do wrong. Grandma is trying to tell you. I'm willing to bet you Grandma been married for like 40, 50 years. Probably longer. I'm willing to bet you, Grandma, could see, oh my God. The old folks are trying to give you the game. The natural order of stuff. Marry before you carry. Huh? You walk around with decency and respect, you will get decency and respect. Of course, like I said, there's going to be some that don't give a damn, going to disrespect you. Of course. But don't sit there and think that's all that's out there, because it's not. My wife didn't. And bam, we found each other, been married, finna be 17 years in about 3 weeks. Yeah, in about 3 weeks from now, I have to think about it. Today's the 20th. Yeah. I don't know why I'm trying to do the math in my head, but whatever. Yeah. Because the shit works. My wife is there for me when I need her. We respect each other. Yeah, of course we have our moments. What relationship doesn't? What, you know what I'm saying? But we respect each other, all that good stuff. We love each other. We joke around, we tease, we play, you know, just enjoying life together. You see what I'm saying? These days, y'all women don't want that. Y'all want it how you want it, and that's it. I ain't doing this for no man. I ain't doing that. I always say, okay, you don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. But don't expect good treatment, you know what I'm saying, from someone if you're not willing to do it. For example, you want a traditional man to provide and protect, right? Well, a man wants a traditional woman to nurture and to have his back. But women don't want to do that. He a man, he's supposed to. Okay, well, you're a woman. What you supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? A woman is supposed to be a man's helpmeet. That's what she is supposed to do. And if you don't want to do it, trust me, you do not have to. Life is all about choices. But don't complain later on when you're not getting what you want out of life. That's all I'm saying.